Everybody. This is the first episode of the Championship Rounds podcast where we talk UFC, boxing, and the whole world of fights. I'm your host, Rob Fernandez.
I'm Jake.
I'm Michael.
There we are. So this episode we're going to be previewing UFC 249, and we'll talk a little bit about the big news around the fight scene. So to preview this, we're just going to go through every one of the fights, talk about our predictions. So the first fight on the card, the early prelims, is a fight between Ryan Spann and Sam Alvey. So Ryan Spann is a favorite to win this as a minus 450, and Sam Alvey is a plus 325. Ryan Spann is 17-5, while Sam Alvey is 33-13. Jake, you got anything for this?
Yeah, so Sam Alvey's been around forever.
The smiling man.
The smiling man. He's on a 2-fight losing streak so far, so he definitely needs a win. Spann, he's the hot up-and-comer right now. His first fight in the UFC, he got a KO in the first round, and the second fight, he got a submission in the second round. So, I mean, this is definitely his fight to win, keep the momentum going. I definitely think Spann will take the win in this. No question.
Mike?
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you, Jake. Like the last fight I saw with Alvey, he did not do well at all. I haven't seen Ryan Spann fight, but I'm gonna put my money on Ryan Spann. I don't think Sam Alvey's gonna take it. He did not look good in the last fight.
Yeah, I'll probably give it to Spann. Probably a second round TKO. Let's just do that. Yeah, we'll do a complete prediction. So I'm saying Ryan Spann by TKO in the second round. Jake?
I'm going to say, I'll go Ryan Spann, TKO first round.
All right. And Mike?
I'm gonna say he goes 3 rounds, but it's gonna be totally one side for Ryan Spann. He's just gonna be, pounding Sam the entire time, I think.
It'd be a decision?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a decision.
All right, unanimous decision. All right.
Okay.
Second fight on the card is between young Bryce Mitchell and Charles Rosa. Mitchell is the favorite to win this fight as a minus 165. Charles Rosa is the underdog as a plus 135. Bryce Mitchell is 12-1-0, while Charles Rosa is 12-3-0.
For this fight, they're both coming off wins. They're both young. They're both up-and-comers. They're both trying to find that spot in the UFC, Charlie Rosa had a crazy submission win in his last fight against Manny Bermudez. I think he's really impressive. I mean, it was a first round, I'm pretty sure. So, Bryce Mitchell's also coming off of a win. I think he fought in January or March. But I'm going to have to go with Rosa on this one. I think he can pull some trick to get the win.
Mike, anything?
I think I'm going to go with Bryce Mitchell on this one. I remember his last fight, he got twisted, which was amazing when I saw it. His first fight, I forgot how it was. It a KO? I don't think it wasn't a KO. I think it was a submission. His first was the fight previous to that. I'm going to go with Bryce because he's, hot, up-and-comer. He's up and comer right now. He's doing really well. I'm going to go with Bryce on this one. Even though
that twister was very impressive. You're right. I forgot he did that. He's
very good on the ground. So I think I might go with Bryce Mitchell on this one.
Yeah, I'll probably go Bryce Mitchell too. I'll probably go maybe second round submission. I'd probably do a rear naked choke. That's the easy one to go for. I don't know about you guys, but Jake, what do you got?
I'm gonna go Charlie Rosa. Second round TKO.
All right.
I'm gonna go with Bryce as well. I would say second round, either rear naked choke, maybe even a leg lock, something like that. I think it's gonna definitely be a submission though.
Yeah, it kind of has that feeling that it will be a submission.
Yeah.
Plus, it's one of the earlier fights, so that's what he's trying to build up there. Is
those are the fights, though. You think they're both submission guys, like they both got their last win on submissions. You never know; they could just go at it. They could get that TKO. It could be a decision
just take
too.
One punch, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
All right, our next fight is in the welterweight division, and this one surprises me the most. third. What is it? The third fight on the card is against Vincent Luque and Nico Price. Vincent Luque is the favorite to win this. Is at minus 280 with a 17-7-1 record, and Nico Price is 14-3 and is the underdog as a plus 230.
This is a sleeper fight. This is a sleeper fight, no question. This fight could go. I don't really know. All right, Luque put on an absolute show. He got fight of the night with Stephen Wonderboy Thompson at MSG. Three round war. Absolutely killed each other. It was great. But Nico Price is a finishing machine, though. I mean, that guy in his last fight, he got a KO with up kicks. When do you ever see that? Never. He can submit. He can knock you out. This one's tough. I don't know. This is going to be a really good fight.
Like, out of the whole card, this one's probably one of the closest ones. And it's only the third fight, too.
Yeah, this is a sleeper. I mean, if you're a real fan, you'll definitely jump on these early prelims to watch this fight.
On ESPN Plus,
this is big. I would – hot take, I'm going to go with Nico Price. I think he's going to get a finish. I don't know how, but I think he's going to do it.
How about you, Mike?
I think this is going to be a bloodbath. I think these are both very, really good fighters. It's on the early prelims. I think that they're going to try to go full out. I think it's going to be a bloodbath. I think Vincent Luque looked really, really good in his last fight against Wonderboy. And Nico Price got the up kick finish. I think I'm going to go with Vincent Luque. I think. But it could honestly go either way. Like, Nico Price might get a finish on the ground. One of them might get knocked out. But I think I'm going to go with Vincent.
So Vincent has no means to be on the early fight prelim. Like, why is he so low? I don't know. Yeah. But I'm blessed that he is. I think Dana's trying to do something special here that, he's trying to make a completely stacked card to where you're going to stay interested throughout the whole thing. Yeah. That probably just means that Vincent's going to take the – I'm not going to say this is a blow because he is still fighting, but it's on the early match prelim. That's crazy. So I'll give it to Vincent Luque, probably third round KO, TKO.
Yeah.
Could definitely go either way. I don't know. That's a tough fight. I'm excited to watch that one though.
What's your prediction? I want to know. You gotta pick one.
Yeah, I got Price. I got Price with a TKO or a submission. I just think Price is gonna get the finish somehow.
Yeah. In what round? I'm asking all the hard questions.
Ooh. I'll go third. I'll switch it up. I don't know. That's tough, man. You know.
There you go. Now about Mike.
I think Vincent, third round KO on Nico.
There you go. All right, now moving into the prelims on ESPN. To start it off is another big one. Is
Absolute
Uriah?
Fire.
This one's unbelievable how low this is. But Uriah Hall and Jacare Souza. Uriah Hall is the favorite, it's Jacare Souza that's the favorite to win this as a minus 130, and Uriah Hall is a plus 100. We have two, well-known fighters throughout UFC here. To start off the prelims, this should be fun. If someone doesn't have ESPN Plus and then they're like, all right, I want to watch the whole fight card, and they just hop on ESPN, see this first fight, I mean, it's a win-win right there. What do you got, Jake?
This is a treat. That's what I'm going to say. Jacare, his last two fights, all right, he's lost decisions, but he's main evented two. Both of them have been main event fights. So they've both been close, but I don't know. Uriah Hall, you can't sleep on him either. I think he's on a 2-fight win streak. I'm going to go with Jacare Souza. I think Jacare gets the win. It might be another decision. I don't know if he can get the finish on him. I'm gonna go decision Jacare.
I think we go with the same thing. I think actually, okay. So his last fight was against Jan Blachowicz or Black. I don't know. I forgot how to say his name. That won 5 rounds. That's against a guy who's going to be facing John Jones. Most likely going to be facing John Jones next. And then he lost to Jack Hermanson, who's also good. I think he's going to beat Uriah Hall. I think it might be a submission. I'm going to say third round, or I'll say second round submission by Ron Souza, Jacare Souza.
Really?
All right.
I mean,
For me, this is a really good fight. Like, this being the first fight of the prelims, it still amazes me just looking at it right now.
It's crazy. It doesn't even seem real.
I say this one goes to a decision.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a close decision. It'll be a controversial decision. I think Jacare Souza might take it, though.
You think we're getting the split?
Yeah. It's either the split or Jacare Souza takes it by decision. Like, it's crazy. That's such a good fight to make, though. Like, this could have headlined a fight night on ESPN, like, no problem.
Oh, absolutely. Definitely.
All right, for our next fight, we have it in the women's strawweight division. Well, this card doesn't really have that many that woman. Oh yeah, this is the only women's fight on this card. So we have Carla Esparza versus Michelle Waterson, with Carla Esparza being the favorite to win as a -155 and Michelle Waterson being a +125.
All right. Maybe I'm biased, possibly. I don't know. I think Waterson walks away with this fight. I really do. I mean, Esparza, okay, her last two, the last 3 out of her 4 fights have been decisions. She got knocked out in 2018, and she lost one of those decisions as well. She's on a 2-fight win streak. I don't know. I think Waterson's on fire right now. I mean, yeah, she got killed against Joanna, but that's Joanna. I mean, who wouldn't get killed, you know?
Yeah.
But I really think Waterson walks away with this with a W. I'm going to say Waterson decision, but definitely, a unanimous.
Yeah. I mean, Michelle Waterson, she lost to, Joanna, who's basically the champion right now.
The best fighter, yeah.
Yeah, she's basically the champion.
Just without a belt.
Yeah, she's the I think Waterson wins. She went 5 rounds with Joanna. If you can go 5 rounds with Joanna, and she can go 5 rounds with Weili, I think Waterson wins this against Carla. I'm gonna go with 3-round decision though.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. I give Waterson the decision. All right, moving into this next fight, you got the heavyweights. We got Alexei Oleinik versus Fabricio Verdum. This one, we're gonna see. Someone's getting knocked out. That's all I gotta say.
No question. This is a wild card fight too, because who knows what's gonna happen.
Yeah, like they usually say, it takes one punch for a heavyweight to win the fight. This one just like screams that saying right there.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we all know what we're gonna get from Oleinik. All right, the man's fought how many fights? 58 fights.
Well, he won
58 plus. He's won 58 fights.
He's won 58 fights.
74.
All right, so he's going to go out there. He's going to try to either knock you out or he's going to submit you. He might get, gassed if the fight goes longer than the second round. We're doomed. He's been on the shelf for 2 years. We have no idea.
He's favored to win.
We have no idea what to expect from him.
He is a -320 to win.
Wow.
I mean, this one's tough because you don't know how he's going to come back. This is his first fight off of the suspension. He could look terrible. He could look great. I'm gonna go we're doomed. First round TKO.
All right. I think that Oleinik won via a Python. What kind of choke was it? He submitted the last guy he fought.
Yeah, he submitted Maurice Green.
Yeah.
In a choke that was on for 10 minutes, but he finally submitted him.
Yeah, exactly. I think Fabricio wins via submission. I mean, he's a black belt jiu-jitsu, 4-time Brazilian jiu-jitsu world champion. I think he wins it via submission. They are both literal dads. They're 42 years old both. but I think Fabricio wins. It's either Fabricio wins via submission or it goes all 3 rounds and it's the most boring fight of all time.
See, the only reason I say like TKO is because it's his first fight back. He might be just like he might just rush out there, you know.
He's got no rust in him, probably. He's been like working for this.
Yeah, he's been waiting for this forever, and there's a lot. Like he's definitely a submission first type of guy. But I don't know. I can so see him just running out there and getting the finish with punches or something, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Oleinik. Just because Verdun's been on the shelf for a little bit, I'm gonna go Oleinik. I don't even know how I see this. I'll probably say a second round submission with a rear naked choke. Naked ladies over here. But yeah, I'll say that. I'll give him the rear naked choke, and he probably will be like really he'll be catching his breath at the post fight interview like he did last time. I just want everybody like that.
Eddie vodka.
All right, the next fight is the big one. The big one that could even headline a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
We have Anthony Showtime Pettis versus Donald Cowboy Cerrone.
The rematch.
We have Anthony Pettis being the favorite to win this as a -140, with Cerrone being a +110. So it's close.
So, all right. Anthony Pettis is the reason I watch this sport, you know, but he's not what he was, you know. I mean, he just got submitted on the Conor pay-per-view against Cowboy. He's not looking good. The fight before that, he broke his foot against Nate Diaz, lost that fight. He got the great knockout against Wonder Boy. I mean, that was huge, but since then he's just fallen off. I don't know. I think if Cowboy comes out and fights like he did against Iaquinta and
Ricky Simone, I think too.
I forget. Let me see.
Either Simone or Alexander. Oh, it was Alexander.
Yeah, Alexander. If he comes out fighting like that, I think he wins. I really think Cowboy wins. No question. I mean, Pettis needs a win, but so doesn't Cowboy. I mean, Cowboy got embarrassed by Conor.
Yeah, I think Cowboy needs this more than Pettis, 100%.
You know, I mean, he's a big name now.
Everybody in the UFC respects Cowboy because it's Cowboy.
Absolutely.
How do you not respect the man? But like after he lost against Conor because of shoulder attacks, I mean, he kind of needs something. Because you saw,
yeah, I mean,
you heard what these outside fans were saying, like Stephen A. Smith and stuff like that, telling like he just fell early just to grab the cash. It's all right, get out of here. Like, I want Cowboy to win this, right? I want him to knock him out, probably like the second round or something, right? I want him to hop on the mic, and I want him to call out Stephen A. Smith. That's what I want to see happen.
Yeah, Matt Coleman knows what he's talking about. But like Stephen A. knows nothing about what he's talking about. He's basing like what he knows about other sports on mixed martial arts, and knows nothing about it.
Yeah, but if you're a fight fan though, you know, like, and you know Cowboy and you know how he fights, would you believe for 1 second that he took a loss like that?
No.
Exactly. That's he would never do that, and I wouldn't believe he would.
Like I would feel disrespected if I was him right now. And like if I heard Stephen A. Smith say that, I'd be like, you think I'm that type of guy? You think I throw fights like that? Like, that's going to be disrespectful to him.
Yeah, you lost the biggest fight of your career in the first round, and everybody was watching that.
It's not like that he hasn't won any of these big fights. He's lost every one of his big fights too. So like, is Stephen A. Smith saying that he throws every one of these big fights away like that?
But I mean, this is like the peak though.
This is the best he could have got. Of course.
You're fighting the notorious one, and you lost in front of MMA fans and just people that want to watch Conor. You know,
and all those people who don't watch fighting and they see they only watch for Conor and they see this, they think like,
exactly,
oh, this guy's a bum. Like,
it's a bum, yeah.
But they're far from it. Like, that's what I love about the UFC broadcast for that night is they made sure that they told everybody about Cowboy's stats, like. He has the most fight bonuses. He has the most finishes. They made sure for that. But that's enough on that. But But for this fight, definitely Cowboy. Cowboy on round 3. I'll give him round 3.
Yeah, I think Cowboy by decision, definitely. I can see it.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's going to be a really good fight. I think Cowboy's definitely coming out to, show the world that, like, okay, yeah, I got beat by Conor McGregor. Yeah, I got destroyed via shoulder strikes, but I'm still really, really good. I think Anthony still has something to prove too. Like it's a must win for him as well. I think it'll go the 3 rounds. I think it's gonna be actually a really good fight. I think maybe not TKO for Cerrone on Anthony Pettis though.
This is a 5-rounder, right?
Oh, it's 5 rounds?
Yeah, because it's headline in the prelims, right? I think that's usually how that works, right? Or no?
No, it's just it's a 3-round.
It's a 3-rounder, all right? Don't listen to me. Yeah, that'll be a fun one.
TKO.
That would be fire if it was 5 rounds.
This fight could have headlined an actual pay-per-view too. Like,
yeah, this definitely could have been a fight night, no question.
Yeah. But now moving into the pay-per-view, we have probably my fight to watch right here.
The juicy stuff now.
Yeah, this is the rub your hands type stuff right here.
The meat and bones.
We've got a fantastic start to the pay-per-view. We're gonna hear Joe Anik be like, "Welcome back, everybody, for this pandemic. We're gonna be fighting here today, all that stuff." And then we get to see Greg Hardy versus Yorgan De Castro. Greg Hardy is the favorite to win, as -210, and Yorgan's a +125.
So, all right. I don't know about this fight. This is a good fight. This is one of those fights you don't know because Greg Hardy, all right, he got the win against Ben Sassoli, but it got overturned because he used an inhaler.
Mm-hmm.
So he was still ready to fight. So he fought again against Volkov, which was a really crazy fight to take because Greg Hardy's still really new into mixed martial arts. But I respect it, he branched out and gave it a try. He just danced around the octagon. He did not look that good. He needs a big win. Yorgan De Castro,
Beast.
Crazy knockout. I mean, he hit that guy with a block of lead. He left him laying there. He didn't move. So they're both still up and comers. I mean, Greg Hardy's big, obviously, because he was an NFL player. He's a name. But I wouldn't sleep on De Castro. I don't. They both got stuff to prove.
Yeah, we saw it in the Contender Series with Yorgan that he was the underdog and he knocked him out.
Yeah, he knocked out he knocked out like a world champion though. Like
yeah. So he knocked out.
Great fighter,
He did that not only in the Contender Series, but he also did it on I believe it was a prelim. Yeah, it was a pay-per-view or it was something like that. It was against the Hawaiian fighter. I forgot who it was already.
I think it was the Whitaker Adesanya card.
There you go. Yeah. And he was the underdog there, and he knocked out his opponent then too. So
yeah, I mean, he killed that guy.
Yeah.
He's still relatively new to the sport. He's much older. I think he's in his mid-30s or something. He's 6-0, so like he's got something. I don't know. He's a late bloomer.
I mean, I like Greg Hardy a lot in that fight against Volkov. He like Jake said, he kind of just danced around. I mean, he did all right. He survived, but he pretty much just danced around the entire time, tried to evade shots. Yorgan's a beast, and if Yorgan gets one hit on Greg, I think Greg gets KO'd. When at the Boston fight, when we were watching him, he actually did take some shots from the other guy. I think Yorgan takes it though. I think Yorgan's more defined as a fighter, while Greg's kind of like a big body who can my dog's barking, who can throw a shot. But I think Yorgan wins it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Yorgan second round KO, TKO.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Greg Hardy. I think Hardy takes it. I love De Castro, but I feel like Hardy's got something to prove.
Yeah, I don't know. I might have a bias on him because of that flag right there, but there's nothing special behind it. I mean,
I think Hardy goes the same tactic he did for his last 2 fights. Keep your distance, because he knows if he closes in on Yorgan, it's over.
Yeah, Yeah,
If he keeps his distance, he's got the length, he's got the height, he's got the reach.
Jorgen's got that power. Jorgen's got that power to knock somebody out at any angle, any length, any angle. If you're
agree.
if you're gonna come in, you're gonna reach that right hand, and it's gonna be like you're gonna be kissing the floor. It's gonna be hard.
I don't think Hardy's gonna go in. I think Hardy's just gonna tap him with shots. I think he's gonna use leg kicks. I think he's gonna work the strike game and just get the strikes up to try to get the decision win. I think Hardy wins by decision again.
Ooh, so that's gonna be this is our first one that's really like split the room here. But our next one's another decent sized one. We got
this is crazy.
In the featherweight division, we have Jeremy Stephens going up against Calvin Kattar. Calvin Kattar is the favorite to win this as a -260, while Stephens is a +210.
So I got to watch. I was blessed enough to go to the UFC Boston card where Stephens fought his last fight against Yair Rodriguez. That got fight of the month. That was one of the best fights I've ever seen. That was amazing. Yair ended up winning, but Stephens put on a great showing. I mean, the ref definitely could have stopped the fight. He fought his way back, and he could have even won the last round. I thought it was that good of a fight. He's great. He's an animal. I mean, there's no question about it. But I think Kattar wins this fight. He just went to a decision with Zabit. And I think Kattar gets the win by TKO in the second round.
Yeah, same here. I mean, Jeremy in the Yair fight was getting destroyed in the first 1-2 rounds, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And then he came back, he had the entire Boston crowd chanting for him. He did come back. He did look really good, like in the later rounds or third round. Still lost. He missed weight by 5 pounds or 4.5, but I think Calvin wins. Also, he's from Methuen, so I gotta support my home dogs. I think Calvin wins this. I think Calvin's gonna win this.
Yeah, I'll agree with you guys on this one. Calvin, is it Calvin Kattar or Kattar?
Calvin Kattar.
Kattar. All right. I've always said Kattar, but Kattar. No, hometown boy. Hometown boy. Us Bostonians love hometown boys.
That's right.
Jeremy Stephens is a good fighter. Don't get me wrong, but Calvin Kattar is consistently always there. Like he's never going up, but he's always like consistent. It's very unusual for him. I don't know.
He's not to the level of like the gatekeeper, where he's like he wins, loses. He's a higher quality, but you're right. He never can get over that that peak.
Yeah, it's like he'll get a few wins and then he'll lose one just out of nowhere. It's
like if he won that last fight, that's huge. I mean, Zabit's definitely like one of the bigger up and coming fighters there is. I mean, he could be fighting for the title soon.
Right.
But I don't know. I think he definitely wins this fight. What do you guys see him winning by? In what round?
I'll say Kattar. Third round. I'll say decision. Yeah, I'll say decision.
I could definitely see a decision.
Stephens is really hard to put down. That's the thing.
Yeah, he is. I agree.
I would do the same thing. I think Kattar. Yeah, three-round decision. 3-round decision.
See, I'm trying to switch it up. Like, I could definitely see a decision, but I'm really hoping all these fights don't go to a decision. Exactly. That's why I'm like hoping, second round TKO. I don't know if he's going to be able to do that.
If you ask me, right, there's not that many sports going on right now, so if this can just milk out as long as it can for me, I'll like it.
But I don't want slow 3-round fights though. I mean, if we get a Stephens fight like the war with Yair, that could have been one of the best 3-round fights I've ever seen.
Oh yeah,
so good.
But I don't want the Kattar and Zabit fight. That was a good fight, but it was slower. You want something more to keep you going.
Right.
I wouldn't really say it was. Yeah, it was slow. I wouldn't say it was boring. It was just
it wasn't
what I expected. I thought it was kind of going to be fast paced. I know Zabit has really really good leg kicks, and also like it's not really a sweep. It's he just pretty much throws people pretty much. Yeah, I think Kattar. I think Kattar, Calvin, he wins this.
Messed us all up with that name now.
Yeah.
All right, the next fight. These last 3 fights are just unbelievable.
All right.
This is like the meat and potatoes of this whole entire thing right now. Just like what Mike's eating right now. I don't even know what he's eating, but
I'm throwing the cheat sheet out the window for these 3 fights.
All right, we got Francis Ngannou,
Oh, the Predator.
the beast himself, against Jairzinho Rosenstruck. I don't know how I said that right, but
Yeah, no, you nailed that. Jairzinho Rosenstruck.
what do we got about this one? This one, Francis Ngannou is the favorite to win this by minus 280. As Rosenstruck's a plus 230. Everybody knows Francis Ngannou because he put what's his name, Overeem to sleep. I don't think he's awake yet.
His jaw's still in the arena somewhere. They couldn't find it.
Yeah.
So this fight, even when they announced this for the fight night that never happened, unfortunately, this was the main event fight. I can't believe Jairzinho got this fight. He's still young. I mean, if you're a fight fan, even if you're not a fight fan, you saw his last fight. Literally seconds before the 5th round ended. Why is Alistair Overeem the poor guy who was subject to both of the craziest things by both of them?
That's the gateway to get to the fight.
Yeah, really.
You're gonna knock out Overeem.
Yeah,
so Jairzinho got put on the map because in the 5th round, it was a pretty boring fight. He was definitely going to lose.
Yeah.
But he hit Overeem with the hardest punch I've ever seen. He hit him so hard, his lip split from his face and flapped. I've never seen that. That's wild.
I screamed so loud when that happened. I was like, the entire dorm floor heard me.
That was crazy, but if I say anything except Francis is going to win this fight by knockout, I'd feel like I'd get attacked by everybody. I mean, I really like Jairzinho. I think it's a little too early, though. I respect him going for shooting for the stars and trying to get this fight. Yeah. I think that's the right thing to do. You got to try to make a name for yourself. But Francis is hell-bent on getting that title. He failed his first time. This time he's not failing. He's coming for that strap, and no one's going to stop him. Francis, first-round knockout.
And then if first-round knockout, right? Then do you see him getting the Stipe fight next, or do you see Stipe fight in DC again, and then Ngannou fighting somebody else?
Okay, so the trilogy is going to happen, no doubt. No question in my mind. I mean, that's almost confirmed. We just got to figure out when. But I think...
Actually, it isn't confirmed. You want to know why? Have you seen DC go on Instagram and stuff like that and talk about it?
No.
Stipe is apparently not agreeing to it.
Yeah, I did see that.
Money talks. We'll agree.
especially if you're heavyweight champ.
It's DC's last fight. There's no question he fights for a belt. Win, lost, that's what it's going to happen. I think Ngannou waits. I think he tried to wait before because, obviously Stipe and DC2 happened. Ngannou sat out from the summer until this point. I mean, he absolutely destroyed Junior Dos Santos. But I think he waits after this fight. I think he gets this win. I think he waits until the trilogy is over, and then he moves in.
I can see that. I'm looking at the rankings right now. Curtis Blades is also in the mix. So I
don't know why. Why is Blades always in the mix?
No, Ngannou beat him twice. He ain't.
Yeah,
that's
true.
Top in that.
Like, let me guess, is Mark Hunt still there too? Because Dana White loves Mark Hunt for some reason. It's like,
yeah. Hold on, one second. I'm looking at the pound for pound rankings for the woman. How is Joanna not above Jessica Andrade? I'm just gonna put that out there. All right. Yeah, never mind.
That's a different conversation for a different day, right there.
I think Francis wins this. I don't think Jairzinho. Well, from that last fight, what I saw, I don't think he's really good at knockouts. But when it comes actually, a full 5-round fight, I think this is gonna be 3-round, right?
Yeah, this is a 3-round.
Yeah.
I think still 3-round. I don't think he's going to be able to. I mean, he took a lot of shots from Cerrone. He took a lot of shots. Don't know how he stood up, but he took a lot of shots. I don't think he'll be able to take any of Francis's shots because he kind of keeps his arms down a little bit. He keeps his arms down, Jorginho. I think Francis is going to win this. I think second round knockout. I think first round is they're going to see what's up, see what's happening. I think Francis got second round knockout.
Now, do we see Francis trying to do something different in this fight to try and see if he can prove that he can be on the ground with Stipe, or do we just see him going in for the knockout?
If he does something different, he's gonna get caught.
Yeah.
Never switch up your fighting style.
I'll agree with that. It's just
Cowboy, I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
Do not switch up your fighting style. If it works, stick with it.
No, but going back to the Ngannou-Stipe fight, Ngannou got destroyed on the floor. So when it comes to if you ask me, the DC Stipe fight, if that happens again, I see Stipe winning again. Unpopular decision for some, maybe, but
he's gonna jump that bridge when he gets there. You know, you got to even see if that fight's gonna happen. He'll work on wrestling during that camp. Right now, Jorginho, he ain't gonna take you down. I don't think.
Yeah,
I don't see that.
Everybody here just wants to see John Jones versus Francis Ngannou. Just saying.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Also, like, I don't see someone winning the heavyweight division without being a very good wrestler. I'll be like Stipe and Daniel, both really good wrestlers. I just don't see anyone winning the heavyweight decision unless, like, Francis gets a crazy knockout in the first round. I don't see anyone who's not a wrestler winning the heavyweight decision, the division. I can maybe see Curtis Blades, going against Stipe or DC, maybe. I mean, not really DC because DC probably retire. Maybe Stipe, but I don't know. If Stipe and DC both retire, then yeah, it's wide open. Like you can.
No, yeah. There's somebody there that we have not talked about that he could come back.
Derek?
Brock Lesnar.
Oh yeah.
Do we see Ngannou versus Brock Lesnar maybe as the co-main event for the DC Stipe fight?
I thought he put that on the shelf for good. He retired for good from MMA.
I don't know.
He's making so much money right now in WWE. He's doing just fine on his
mattress. His mattress is made of money.
Yeah.
He's got a big king-size bed, too, full of it.
He doesn't need to do anything. I respect his decision on what he did. Why am I going to go get my face punched in by, people who are trying to kill me, and I can go to WWE
and be the top dog forever?
Yeah, and take less hits, less bumps,
I don't get how they make so much more money. And I mean, I guess people don't really want to see, someone get beat to death. But I mean, I feel like these people should get way more money than people in WWE.
I think with WWE is they do a lot more events.
They don't have an off season. These guys are on like 2-3 times a week.
Yeah, they get on the road, they go to their venue, then they're all back on the road, go to the next venue, then the next one. It's like it's nonstop for them.
Yeah. Because this is actually real. This is actually real fighting.
Yeah. I mean, no one's getting into 3 real fights. Every week.
Yeah.
You'd be in trouble.
Yeah. All right, moving on to the co-main event. This one could headline the biggest pay-per-view of all time.
Crazy.
So we got Triple C, Henry Cejudo.
Triple C, bend the knee.
Versus Dominic Cruz. Man's coming back. The favorite to win this fight is Henry Cejudo is a -240, and Dominic Cruz is a +190.
Okay, so Dominic Cruz is playing
I should probably put that in. This is for a belt.
Yeah, this is for the title. Dominic Cruz is fighting with house money, okay? He has nothing to lose. He's been on the shelf since 2016 after he lost to Cody Garbrandt. He's coming back. First fight, no people, which I can't believe because you would think he'd come back with a crowd. Everybody would go nuts. Like, the king is back. But no, he comes back during a pandemic with no fans, and he gets a title shot. Just walks in, I'm fighting for the belt. Why not? If he can win this fight, that's one of the biggest title wins in UFC history. That's crazy. You're beating a guy who's
it just definitely will not happen.
I don't know. Half is like, that'd be great. That'd be amazing to see Dominic Cruz come in.
If he somehow wins this fight, I don't know what I'll do.
Anything's
That'd
possible.
be insane.
I'll go outside without wearing a mask. How about that?
Ooh, wow, you rebel.
I'll play John Jones and win.
That'd be insane. I don't see it happening. I see Cejudo winning the fight. It's a 5-round fight too because it's a title fight. I think that's a steep hill to climb for Dominic just coming back. First fight in 4 years, you're going to go 5 rounds. I don't see it. Yeah. I think Cejudo is going to do the same thing he did with
Mighty Johnson.
Marlon
Moraes. I think he's going to feel him out the first round. Second round, he's going to try to make it his round. And by the third round, I think Cruz is going to be out of it. And I think Cejudo goes in for the kill and he gets the TKO.
I think the same exact thing. Like I couldn't put it any perfect. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah,
pull him out second round.
I think that approach works because I mean Moraes, when he comes out, once that horn goes in the first round, you can't touch that guy.
Yeah, ninja.
But he dies out really quick. And I mean Dominic Cruz is I think way better than Moraes, but that was old Dominic Cruz. That was 4 years ago.
It's been a while. It's been a while since we've seen Dominic Cruz.
It is. I'd love to see Cruz win. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think Cejudo is going to do his typical thing, and he's going to dissect them.
Yeah. That's what Cejudo does best. Cejudo is like he plays his opponent's game and wins at it. Like I automatically go to the Mighty Johnson win that Cejudo had.
Yeah.
And how he played Mighty Johnson's game and beat him like it. It was amazing. That's probably one of my favorite fights of all time too. But Henry Cejudo. There you go, guys. Henry Cejudo over here. He's champ still, right? If I'm not mistaken, he didn't get any stripped. Well, no, he did get stripped.
He vacated,
never lost it.
But like no one won the belt.
Yeah, so he never lost. So he's still champ. Doesn't matter.
You know what? Yeah, as of right now, we'll say champ.
Connor's still champ. Like we got a bunch of champs going on right now. But I see Henry maybe in like round 4, round 3. I'll say round 3 submission.
Submission, really?
Yeah, armbar.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Armbar for Cejudo?
Yeah, I'll probably change it. Hold up.
Yeah.
I'll do a rear naked choke.
I remember when Cejudo tried to go for like a Darce choke on Moraes, like in the third, right before the fight ended. I'm like, man, this guy is not a submission specialist. I mean, he could wrestle him if he can keep him down and wrestle him for 5 rounds.
Yeah, that's what people don't talk about his wrestling. He's a champion in wrestling too. It's like,
how do people not talk about it? He wears that gold medal everywhere he goes. That's the third C.
Yeah, they're sleeping on that. They sleep on that. He's triple C for a reason.
That's right.
Did I say what I was gonna pick? Second, third round.
You had the same thing as me.
Yeah, third round TKO.
Beautiful. Now moving on to the big one.
It's getting hot in here.
Tony Ferguson versus Khabib. Wait a minute, Khabib Nurmagomedov. Yeah, never gonna happen. We have Tony Ferguson versus Justin Gaethje. If there's ever a fight to replace Khabib, this is the guy to do it, I'd say. Unless it's either Khabib, it's either you. If it's not going to be Khabib, it's either going to be Gaethje or Conor, and they got Gaethje, so I'm happy for this. We have Tony Ferguson being the favorite to win this is a -200 flat, and then Justin G. Oh wow, guys, it's hard to talk.
Justin
Gaethje as a +170.
All right, this is a great fight. And I sound like a spoiled fight fan because this card's amazing. But if you put in Khabib against Tony, oh my God. You couldn't tie. That'd be the greatest card of all time. I mean, as is, this is still probably the greatest card of all time. But that would be the peak. You couldn't touch that.
No,
this is a great fight. I just think it was a letdown because everybody wanted to see the fight that's been canceled.
It's bad. Times. Yeah, it's bad when we're disappointed that Tony Ferguson's fighting Justin Gaethje.
This is a crazy matchup because both of them are insane. You don't know what they're going to do, Justin Gaethje, I swear, he goes out there and he's like, I'm just going to try to hit him in the jaw. No plan. You know, I mean, obviously he has a plan. In this fight, he's definitely going in with a strong plan in this. But he just comes out swinging, you know, and so doesn't Tony. I mean, Tony, yeah, he gets dropped, but he's never gone out, you know. I think Tony wins. I think Tony, again, becomes a 2-time interim champ.
Oh,
But I think Tony wins. Ooh. This is tough.
This is the hard question.
I don't see it going. I don't think it goes to decision for 5 rounds. I really don't.
Because this fight can easily end in 3 seconds.
Yeah, this could be over in the first round. That's the thing. I'm gonna say Tony, 3rd round submission.
That's a fair one. I give that to you. I'll give that to you.
I think that's what it's going to be. Now, I love Gaethje. Gaethje could totally – if Gaethje won this –
there's no way you're knocking out Gaethje. That's the thing. Unless you hit him with, like, a 16-wheeler or something, you're not knocking him out.
That's the thing. We don't know. I mean, now Tony's on a 12-fight win streak.
Same thing with Ferguson, too, should we add.
Yeah, 12 fights. That doesn't lie, you know. Tony's one of the best, you know.
And it helps that he's crazy.
Yeah, it does. I mean, he the man, his training stuff is unbelievable.
He scared his wife and kids away, man. I don't know.
He thought people were living in his walls.
I think that Justin Gaethje is a D1 championship wrestler. I don't know if he's a championship, but I know he's a D1 wrestler for sure. Tony Ferguson is insane off the ground. He works with Eddie Bravo at 10th Planet. I don't know. I mean, Justin Gaethje, I could see him knocking out Tony. I could see Tony submitting Justin Gaethje, but
there's so many possibilities, you know.
Anything is possible. Literally anything is possible. It can go any way.
It really could.
I don't know. I have a weird feeling that the MMA gods just don't want Tony and Khabib to happen. I have a really, really weird feeling Justin Gaethje wins this.
Oh, that's not good.
I have a feeling that Justin Gaethje wins it 4th round KO. I don't know.
Wow.
If Tony,
that's the hottest take I've heard like in a while.
Dude, that's ooh.
This isn't just me like saying like, you know, the MMA
no, I respect it.
No, yeah, I got you.
I totally respect it.
It 100% could happen too.
Yeah.
I think I'll be really let down and upset if I see Tony Ferguson just get laid out.
Yeah, because we'll never see that Khabib fight if that happens.
No, and Dana White already confirmed, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, that yes, the winner, as of right now, until Khabib pulls out again or some freak accident happens.
Tiramisu.
Yeah, like the next time it's like someone's gonna hop on the wrong plane and land in like Macedonia or something. Like it's gonna be crazy.
Really. Oh yeah, sorry, I can't go. You know, I stubbed my toe or something. It's like,
yeah, like I got on the wrong flight. I'm currently in Mongolia. They don't speak English here, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna say either 4th round KO by Justin Gaethje or a 3rd round Darce by Tony Ferguson.
I'm gonna say 1st round knockout, Tony Ferguson.
Oof.
1st round.
It seems like it's gonna be one of these fights.
Oof. Hot.
Because I think we're all gonna agree, right? This fight's gonna be amazing, and if it is
Absolutely.
amazing, we're gonna hate everything.
I'm gonna be so mad if it doesn't go at least. I want to go at least 2 rounds.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll definitely go 2. That's why I said 3rd. I'm gonna meet in the middle. That's usually when the stamina dies down. You know.
Yeah.
That's when
That's when they both start like swinging so slowly, and they're still hitting each other. You're like, these guys are gonna pass out before one of them.
Yeah, but these two aren't normal though. Tony Ferguson can fight like a 12-round fight. You know, he's
just in
you
case.
You could fight boxing rounds, bro.
Yeah.
All right, that's our 249 preview. That's gonna be fun times. That's gonna be fun.
Those are our predictions. Yeah, we should. I think we'll also have some live reactions if anything crazy goes down. Yeah, I know me. If someone's gonna get knocked out cold, I'm gonna have a pretty funny one.
Yeah, we're gonna try and see if we can get some live reactions from people. We don't know yet because I feel like at like 1 a.m, like Justin Gaethje like knocks out fucking Tony Ferguson or something. I'll be like, oh my god, and then wake up the whole family. So it'll be rough. But yeah, that was our 249 preview. right now, like, moving on now, we got just a couple headlines we just want to put our thoughts into. So the first one, because we have a few good ones here. I don't know. These past few days have just been like coming out with headlines, but the first one here is Oscar De La Hoya, promoter, Golden Boy promoter there. He says that he can knock out Conor McGregor right now in a boxing match in just 2 rounds.
Okay. Dana White hates De La Hoya with a passion.
Yeah, reasonably so, because he put Chuck Liddell in like the worst spot of his life. Like there was a reason why Dana White did not want Chuck Liddell fighting. And it's because Chuck Liddell cannot fight anymore. He's not in shape for it.
Yeah, he's too
and
old.
Oscar's like, oh, sure, I'll give it to you. And then you saw what happened to him. Like, it's very dangerous for a guy like Chuck Liddell to go out there right now. It's like, it's crazy.
I mean, he'll do anything for the dollar. And I mean, Dana White he's called him out numerous times. But I mean, post-fight interviews, he tells you how much he hates De La Hoya. He does not like him at all. And he loves Conor, obviously. I mean, he brings in the most money out of any fighter. He gives Conor like a candlelit dinner like every night or something. It's like, he loves him. Do you know how much he'll love Conor if this somehow happened and he left De La Hoya laying out in the ring?
See, I can actually see it happening now. Because we've heard Conor with his interviews with Ariel Helwani and stuff like that. He wants to box this year. Yeah, he does. Against who, we don't know. Some people are thinking Manny Pacquiao, which I think that would be the dumbest idea if you're Conor McGregor to step in the ring. Why would you want to go get beat up for? Yeah. Manny Pacquiao, I don't know how Manny Pacquiao still has it, but he does. Like, he went quiet for a few years. He lost against Jeff Horn. That was like a very controversial loss too, may we add. But then he came back and he knocked out Lucas Matisse in like 2 rounds and completely destroyed Matisse. He destroys Adrian Broner, no problem. I forgot who else he fought, but he kept on fighting and kept on winning. So, Keith Thurman, he knocked out Keith Thurman, I believe. So, so it's like Pacquiao still got it. Conor, that's not a smart fight. Yeah, Conor, definitely don't do that, because although Conor did do good against Floyd, he really didn't do that good. He was doing stupid things. But I mean, what was this like tap on the back of the head thing that he was trying to do? I still don't know, but he was trying to do some dirty boxing, He tried to go full at him. He thought he was like your stereotypical boxing match where he's like, I'm just going to move in and we're going to swing. That's not how Floyd fights. Floyd's never fought like that. Floyd's never going to fight like that. Right. Conor got gassed, Floyd danced, and then once he got gassed, Floyd moved in for the kill. Pacquiao, that's that kind of fight where you're just going to go in at each other, but you're never going to beat Pacquiao. Yeah. He's gonna make a fool out of Conor if that fight happens. But De La Hoya, 100%. I'll 100% buy that. I'll buy Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya says that he's going to beat him in 2 rounds. You ask me, I think Conor's going to beat him in 2 rounds. I could see it. Because Oscar's crazy. He's 50 years old. He wants to step in the ring with a prime Conor McGregor. Yeah, how old is Conor? Is he in his 30s? Conor or? Yeah, Conor. Conor's in his 30s, right? Yeah, he's in his 30s. He's like at that prime time right now. But but if you're Conor, I'd take Oscar. Paulie Malignaggi. I'll take a Paulie Malignaggi fight. There's some beef there. Supposedly Conor. There's a lot of beef. Supposedly they put him down. Yeah, I don't know. But I'd like to see that out of Conor. But actually, although Conor boxing's cool, I would definitely want to see him stay in MMA. Yeah, I don't want to see him do this, because when he made that jump to go fight Floyd, he made all this money. Not that he wasn't making money before, but boxing money compared to UFC money, like, we're talking a lot. And you're fighting Floyd, who I think every year for the past God knows how many years has topped like the richest athlete, list. And somehow spends it in like less than a year too. Yeah, and then goes back and makes like another. He sets up fights. He sets up fights with like little Asian fighters, and he's like, "All right, good luck." Yeah, he fought the kickboxer and beat him in like 20 seconds. I don't know what people expected out of that, but
Yeah, I definitely think Connor
Stay in
could be
MMA.
De La Hoya, but I really want to see him stay. You know, once you make that jump, then it goes all downhill. You know, he really had some public struggles, so I don't know. Hopefully he stays, and maybe he can even win the strap back in UFC. I don't know. I mean, until Khabib loses it or retires and vacates it, I don't think he's got a shot at it, but we'll see.
All right. So for our last topic of the show here, we have bare knuckle fighting coming into the picture. You know, they're a newer promotion. I don't know how they finally are allowed to do this, but they did. But and I've watched a few of their I've watched a few of their their shows. Pretty fun stuff. I still don't know how it's allowed, but I'll take it, right? So we have so the rumors have it that Mike Tyson is coming out of retirement to fight bare knuckle fighting against Shannon Briggs.
You know, I think it's true though. I think it's true. Look at Mike Tyson now. Like, I saw a photo of him. He looks
the video
good.
that just came out not too long ago of him on the pads. Oh,
he looks crazy. He looks insane.
Yeah, Shannon Briggs, on the other hand,
I don't know if this is the fight, because they were talking about Tyson doing a fight for charity. I don't know if it's that fight, but no matter who's fighting him or for what it is, Mike Tyson's crazy, and Mike Tyson's going to go out there and he's going to hurt you.
See, it has been made public that bare knuckle championship, it's BKFC, right? So bare knuckle fighting championship. Yeah. They've made it official that they have offered Mike Tyson a deal to fight, a one-fight deal. It's been on their Instagram and stuff like that. It's the Shannon Briggs stuff that we don't know, but Shannon Briggs has been on Instagram posting his typical "Let's Go Champ" with the crazy photos of him doing stupid things. So we could see it actually happen. But if we do look at it now, we see Mike Tyson, who's still in really good shape, and we have Shannon Briggs, who's been selling medical marijuana for a living. So,
all right, let's be real here. Mike Tyson wins no matter what. Oh yeah, no
Shannon
question.
Briggs thought Logan Paul was was the best fighter in the world.
You know, that's. I mean, there's no question. Like I said, if it's for charity, if it's for fun, you're still gonna get knocked out. Mike Tyson's gonna try to leave you in a pile.
I just want to see that press conference. That's going to be one of the best press conferences we ever watched.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just going to be Shannon Briggs going like, "Let's go, champ! Let's go, champ!"
Hey, Shannon. You stink.
Oh, man.
All right, Mike, don't kill me.
But all right. That's all we have for this show. Thank God. No, this has been a long one. This is our first ever show.
Yeah, this is our first one. This wasn't even like the podcast one yet. We got that on Monday.
This is just our preview here.
Yeah, this is our preview on Monday. We got the results and our thoughts and stuff like that.
Then we get to preview the next card, which is
Wednesday.
No, which is who's fighting on it? It's
Anthony Smith. Yeah, Lionheart against
Teixeira.
Who's he fighting?
Glover Teixeira. Alpha versus OSP. Hernandez. Dober.
That card's not.
That'll be our next episode there, previewing that fight night and reviewing the 249. Hopefully, it's a fantastic fight, and hopefully we do something with live reactions on this. So,
absolutely.
Right, so I'll see you boys around.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching too.
Thank you for watching.
Leave a like, share with your friends. We're trying to make
subscribe.
Something big here.
Trying to grow.
We don't know what we're doing. But all right, bye.